Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VCT Pacific Stage 2 playoffs. My guest at this time is once again PatMen of Paper Rex, this time coming off of their match against TALON esports in the upper bracket finals, beating them to thus move on to the grand finals of said competition. And so, PatMen, thank you so much for the opportunity. Job well done on today for this result, and
Thank
congrats
you.
on all that good stuff. First and foremost, I want to ask you, what's the feeling like for you to make grand finals? Stage one, you only made the lower bracket finals, but now you've surpassed that mark.
It's very exciting moment for us and for the team, especially we have a chance to play in Tokyo. So what I'm feeling right now for the grand finals is just to keep working, even we have like because the grand finals was gonna be like August 30th, if I'm not mistaken. So for like around 2 weeks, we still gonna practice, and I'm gonna push myself harder more to get the trophy in Pacific. So hopefully we play very well in Tokyo, and me and my team has another chance to lift the trophy. So we're just gonna do our best.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously the previous occasion that you guys faced off against Talon, it was at the end of the regular season, and especially onto that second map on that occasion, it went to multiple overtimes on Icebox, and so there's plenty of like anticipation as to maybe we might be seeing the same kind of thing in this series. We saw a little bit of that in the first map, but then once the second map rolled around, that being Bind, you guys were able to take control much more thoroughly. And so, how do you look at the switch from it being a close match in Haven to then being like a dominant map in Bind?
I think in Haven we just like a very like slow start, especially me. I think my utility was not on point during the first half in Haven, so I tried to recover and adapt as fast as I can. So that's why we have a very slow start in Haven. But during our practices, I think our Haven is one of the dominating map for us. But we still need to figure a lot of things, especially what happened earlier. But to the bind, I think we just have a very good communication about the bind game, because last time we forget to talk about the enemy utility, especially their OT plays. But now on bind, like we're prepared and ready, like what we're going to do if they did something on their utility. So I think that's one of the best thing we did in first half on our defending. And yeah, I think that's it.
Most definitely, like you guys were able to neutralize talent and stop them from their strengths, and it really did so at a time in which talent might have been able to make that turnaround and maybe extend this series to a map three. Describe how different it was to go from the first match or most recent match and today. What was the biggest change that you guys had to do?
From the first match from stage one or stage two?
Stage two.
Or stage two recent match? Against Talon also?
Yes.
Sorry. Against Talon. Mm, I'd say because sometimes we scream on them also, we practice with them, and not really like I know they're gonna change something from what they're doing on practices, because sometimes we're just trying a lot of things on scream, like it's not about like winning on scrim, right? Like about practices on scrim. So sometimes if they try something, I have like how do I say, like photographic memory, I would say, like what they're trying to do with when they have this kind of beauty. Like sometimes it's just clicking on my head. Oh, last time they did this when they have this kind of OT. So I think that's we're just like kind of really prepared for now, especially I think we screamed like around 4 times before we face against them, because maybe we don't expect that we're gonna face them again. So yeah.
I mean, pretty interesting that you mentioned about like you being like like having a photographic memory. Like, exactly what did you kind of do when it comes to like using that in the match? And do you just basically see something, you recognize it, and then you just communicate to the team like immediately what's going on in your mind and stuff like that?
Yeah, sometimes when they have this kind of utility, I do some creativity inside my head, I would say, and try to to visualize like what they trying to do with this kind of OT before, and maybe what if they change it and try to make a tweak with that OT, like reverse psychology stuff, something like that on the OT. So yeah, sometimes if I have an idea, I really like to say it loud to my teammates and try to align them of what we're able to do, especially if we can fight the OT or we cannot fight. Like we need to respect the OT play sometimes, and yeah, I think that's how it works when I try to give ideas to my teammates.
Yes, you know, stage or this team's stage one playoff run saw you guys go through the lower bracket and reach top three, losing in the lower bracket finals, and seeing your journey end there. Nevertheless, though, that proved to be the pivotal point for this team's eventual Masters Toronto run. Looking over into this stage two run, now you guys are in the are in the upper bracket and made your way to the grand finals. How do you look at the difference in the playoff journey for this team between stage one and stage two?
I think one of the most important factor is the experience and my time with my teammates as well. Because during stage one, um, I have like I think month practicing with them, but here like because we also have experience in Masters Toronto and also this like AWC till stage two is like a lot of time for us and for me to adjust and to ask everyone like what they really want to do and what's going on through their mind, so we're able to connect us like a spider web, I would say, and to improve our chemistry more. So this stage two is not that hard to play before, not unlike in stage one, because in stage one I already told that I think I'm really lost sometimes, not sometimes but mostly, but I was like, I'm gonna be honest and guilty to say that I'm like monkey see monkey goes on what they're doing sometimes. But now I have like a clear path on what my teammates doing. So I think that's the one thing that really helps me and the team also, because we know like what we're doing. And sometimes if I need to tell the boys that it's hard for me to do some kind of stuff, so I'm just being honest with them. And yeah, we just keep improving everything.
Obviously, that's good to hear. And looking over into now into the next matchup, you guys are going to go to Tokyo for the stage two finals. I mean, first and foremost, I mean, have you been able to travel outside of your home country? Well, of course, we saw you go to Saudi and Canada for Masters and EWC, but I'm sure it's going to be the first time going to Japan, right?
Yes.
I mean, are you definitely excited to go there? And then also, what are the things that you
Sorry.
want to do?
Of
Of
course we're
course.
excited, but I have my Tokyo visa, but the thing is I don't have my Shenzhen visa. So I'm not sure if I'm able to collect it before the grand final. So we're gonna see, I think.
I mean, of course, man. Obviously, you guys pointed that out in the press conference a few moments ago prior to this recording, and obviously, hopefully, everything goes well. Um, Still though, like, I guess you guys already have like contingency plans in place, in case you are not able to make it to Japan, right?
Yeah. We're trying to actually actually we don't know yet, but we're gonna see, or maybe my team and my manager we're gonna talk about that if we're not able to make it to Tokyo.
Of course, and nevertheless, should you make it and you have a chance to go to Japan and all of that good stuff, you got any opponent that you prefer to face of the field that remains in this playoff?
Um Maybe we want to face RQ since my teammate were very close with RQ players. Like during Toronto and EWC, sometimes we met in the breakfast room and we interact with them. So I think it's gonna be fun playing with them also, and for the boys to play with them, to play with their friends as well. So yeah.
course, and hopefully we'll see a continuation of this team's run in stage two, and of course, hopefully you can get your visa as well. Patman, thank you so much for the opportunity for the interview, all your answers, and all that good stuff. Best of luck goes to the rest of the team, but most importantly for yourself for the next match.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.